Hey guys, so I've made another standard deck today based around one of the Mastery Pass rares. So this is Ragefire Hellkite. So this is the last of the Dominaria United Mastery Pass rares. So 2 red and 4 for a 5/3 flying dragon. Whenever Ragefire Hellkite attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, Ragefire Hellkite gains double strike until end of turn. So what we've got to work around here is we've got it's a sacrifice outlet. So I was looking for creatures with good death triggers. I also thought we might play a steel and sack deck, so I went for the cheapest steel card, which is called Bloody Betrayal from Crimson Vow. So for 3 mana, gain control of target creature until end of turn and untap that creature. It gains haste and you create a blood token. I think this is because you just want something that's cheap. I think there is the one from from Brothers War. It costs 4, but it gives you a Power Stone token. So that's worth thinking about if you've got things you can. If you've got artifacts and things like that, you want to cast with Power Stone tokens. But we've got nothing. We don't have any artifacts in the deck, so Bloody Betrayal's the best one. So we're going for a steel and sack kind of deck. I should mention when this guy sacrifices something, he gains double strike till end of turn, so he could get in for 10 damage. Now he doesn't have haste, so I've just added a couple of Reckless Stormseekers to the deck. That's a source of haste. And handily, it pumps power as well. So we're also trying to pump up power. And I've decided Ancestral Anger might be the right card to go for. It's cheap, it's a cantrip, and it can get stronger as the game goes on. So I thought, yeah, let's give this a go. The other option you could go for, if we look at instance and red, yeah, Antagonize is pretty efficient. So that's +4, +3 till end of turn for 2 mana. But obviously not a cantrip. Yeah, so we're trying to pump power. I've got a couple of Mayhem Patrols. They can pump power by 1 as well. Transmogrant's Crown, that gives something a good death trigger, and it pumps power by 2, so that's a pretty good one. And I've got I've stacked the deck with fodder creatures, so we've got Unlucky Witness as the 1-drop. I'm going to try the 4 Novice Occultists in this one. I do also have a payoff. I thought let's not go crazy on body droppers, but I'll have a couple of body droppers because I want as much sort of fodder in the deck as possible, and not too many payoffs. I think 2 might be the right number. In the 3 drops, we've got a Gurgling Anointer, a couple of Raffine Silencers. So these their death triggers scale with power as well. The Anointer brings something back from the graveyard. Raffine Silencer kills something. There is a red creature I was considering for 3 from Dominaria United. I think he is a common card. Maybe he's an uncommon. But it's Balduvian Berserker. When he dies, deals damage equal to its power to any target. And you can enlist as well. So this is quite a good one as well to have. I've ended up dropping it, I think, because Raffine Silencer connives, so you get to draw and discard when Raffine Silencer comes into play, which is pretty handy. I do have a card draw payoff. I'm going to run Gixian Puppeteer in this deck. So the Gixian Puppeteer, every time you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. And this has a nice death trigger. It can bring back a mana 3 or less creature when it dies. We've got Body Launderer as well in the 4-drop slot there. As well, this And a good point, I did, whenever I add Body Launderer to the deck, I sort of, I, I remember to do a rogue check, because he can only bring back non-rogue creatures. So unfortunately this means you can't play, let me find him, Reveteer's Requisitioner happens to be a rogue. If I just point this guy out, this guy, he's a Viashino rogue. And otherwise he'd be great for the deck, because when he dies he leaves a treasure token. You can blitz him out as well, so it would help ramp out our Ragefire Hellkite, I was thinking, if this guy dies and leaves treasures behind. But he doesn't work with Body Launderer, so I've gone for sort of Mayhem Patrol instead, which is also, you know, pretty good for the deck idea. And I didn't mention Ob Nixilis. Of course, this guy's basically another sacrifice outlet. Potentially we could, you know, build up something's power quite high and then sacrifice it to Ob Nixilis, and he might even do the target player draws 7 cards and loses 7 life, the ultimate, a bit quicker than you might expect. Right, yeah, and then there's the 4 Ragefires. So this is the land base. So the latest article I've read about sort of how to build a mana base. The rule of thumb is you take 19, you double your average mana value, and you add that on. So we've got about, you double this, it's about 5. Arguably, you could round it up to 6. So I've gone for the lower end, so 24 land is what I'm playing. So maybe I should go for 25 land, but I think we'll try this out and see how it goes. We do have cantrips and things like unlucky witnesses, so that might work out quite well. What I'm now looking at the deck, I'm thinking I don't have too many sort of cheap ways of sacrificing my creatures. The obvious thing to go for actually would be the anvil. Now I think of it, there are spells that yeah. If I just do a quick search for sacrifice. Yeah, we have, these days we have Reckoner's Bargain. 2 mana, instant, draw 2 cards. You gain life equal to the mana value. So that's worth considering. Take off that. The other thing, things like Bone Splinters, Eaten Alive is a pretty good removal spell. We could quite happily add 4 copies of Eaten Alive, I think. We might add those later when we get fed up of dealing with powerful creatures. Oh, this has just reminded me the Belduvian Atrocity is a thing that exists. Yeah, this is pretty good. So you can kick it and you get a creature card of mana value 3 for a turn. So it's a tempting possibility. We might add that later, because we're sticking with our sort of steal and sack creatures that kind of scale with power. So we're pumping power up. So there's various things you can do. The Goblin Blast Runner would be quite a good one. It's just it's a case of how many things are we sacrificing early on. That would be in the really aggressive version of the deck. When we're going mid-rangey and we're building up to this sort of ridiculous sort of late game kind of combo. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the deck. There's obviously quite a few different ways we can go with it. And I'm gonna try this out as it is. Maybe it ought to have a anvil in it, but let's see if we can. Let's try a game without playing the anvil. Right, we are just going to do best of one standard play. Yeah, what I am sort of playing it fast and loose a little bit. I'm not playing any early removal cards, no cut downs and things like that. Generally, a lot of decks I've looked at from Worlds, they have about 6 slots devoted to cheap instant speed removal. And so I have skimped on that. So that is something I could add later to just try and improve a bit of consistency. Okay, opponent goes first. I think we'll keep this one. So we might feel that our deck is a little bit slow. I think I can go turn 1 Unlucky Witness, and then go into tap lands because we don't have any 2-drops. We might draw another untapped land to do something on turn 3. Yeah, so by leading with the untapped land, it means we haven't managed to top deck an untap source of mana for turn 3. So we kind of miss out on these cards, Anointer and Stormseeker, but never mind. So it's probably cost us, about 3 damage. We are against mono blue, so they probably have a counter spell. Right, what do we think here? Transmogrant's crown could get attached to something. Yeah, so now I think about it, Bloody Betrayal could go really well with a 1 mana sacrifice thing like Eaten Alive. Or, just having an anvil in play. So yeah, I think we will do that after this game. We're just a bit too slow, I think, to be competitive. So issue here, we've got Bloody Betrayal. It's going to get counterspelled. We don't even have a way of sacrificing him. So I think I just put a bit of pressure on the board. Well, Gixing Puppeteer we think gets counterspelled. This will leave 2 mana up. He's running, a 2-point power sink. Yeah, I had a feeling that wouldn't get through. Spell Pierce, sure. Oh joy. Let's go for a Bloody Betrayal. See what we draw. Okay. Good game. We tried one game without Anvil, and I realise it's absolutely crucial to the deck. So that's going straight in there. We just have to take out 4 2-drops. I believe it's an uncommon. Yeah. This is going to make life a lot easier. The other option, we could go for Eaten Alive to add a bit of removal. Right, so we could keep Novice Occultist. I don't know. Let's... Because I'm just testing this deck out, I think let's have a smattering of different things. I think we go down to 1 Body Dropper. Drop 2 of these. And drop 1 Mayhem Patrol. I wonder if is Mayhem Patrol just a better version of Novice Occultist, because you can blitz it out to draw a card. It can sacrifice itself. Yeah, let's keep the 1 Novice Occultist in there, and we'll run 2 Mayhem Patrols. Okay, take 2. Yeah. Turns out only Cult Anvil might be a good idea in a sacrifice deck, I think. Okay, we have another 2-lander, but this is... You kind of semi-expect this if you're running 24 lands. We will be drawing an extra card. On the draw. We have a lot of tap lands. We have 1 Ob Nixilis too many. I think, yeah, let's go for the Unlucky Witness and another tap land. That gives us a few more options next turn. Until your next end step, you can play one of those cards. It's not so good actually with Ob Nixilis. You kind of want to sacrifice this at instant speed at the end of your opponent's turn. Okay, cool. We're up against, I just realised, we're up against an interesting deck here. We've got Undead Butler, Reclusive Taxidermist. There's some fun stuff going on here. Okay. Can he get anything back with his Butler? He can. He can. I'll play my Anvil. Oh yeah, this is this works with artifacts. That's right. Of course it does. Right. I think we're not going to attack into the Undead Butler. Yeah, I have slightly forgotten how Onikar Anvil works. It triggers from artifacts leaving play. Oh, it only sacrifices artifacts. You see it sacrificing those 1/1 constructs all the time. Yeah. Okay, I made a little boo-boo. Yeah, I forgot what this actually does. Okay, that's gone. That's actually an excellent result. I can get another land. So I think, yeah, we need a different sacrifice outlet. We might go for Eaten Alive, I think. Right. For Ob Nixilis, the Unlucky Witness, we'll get 2 cards to play. I think I'll Ancestral Anger this guy. Another Ancestral Anger. That seems like fun. And we will Ob Nixilis. And Casualty go. And we won't be able to use those cards, but never mind. We are... Let's make a devil.
Oh, I have a job for you. Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Right, so we're debugging the deck basically at the moment. Yeah, I think Eaten Alive comes in for Onikar Anvil in version 3. Yes, it's a Lurgoyf deck. Cemetery tampering, nice. It is good, very good to see someone actually using cemetery tampering. It's a cool card, I think. I think we want this as a land.
Pleasure doing business with you. By coin or carnage. Tribute is
Right,
owed.
6 mana, so let's get a Body Launderer. Mayhem Patrol. Do we want to blitz Mayhem Patrol? No, we'll just play it out normally. I suppose Braids would be another option we could put in the deck. Another sacrifice outlet. Nice, he's got Sarah Paragon in there as well. So we've gone 4 colours here. Cool, right of Oblivion. That is a nice sacrifice outlet if you're playing black-white. So Titania is back. Has he got 4 lands? There is an Argoth Sanctum of Nature. Right. Let's do the +1 on Ob Nixilis.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
I'm going to play a Gixian Puppeteer. And I'll probably hold this land to cycle it next turn. Is there any risk attacking with Body Launderer? Because he can obviously bring back some cool creatures with his dude. Yeah, I think him getting hold of Sarah Paragon might be a problem, so I won't attack. Because I do have this option of just sitting back and burning him down. Right. Oh yeah, that's right, you can sacrifice that anyway, but means he's using up his stuff.
Not worth the effort.
Right, the Lurgoyf is looking quite sickly, gotta say. Right. We just attack. Let's go for Raffine's Silencer. Oh, that's quite a good one. I don't think I need another Ob Nixilis. And end the turn there. Eccentric Farmer. I love this card. Yeah. So, Bloody Betrayal on the Farmer. That's Ancestral Anger on something that you can't block as well. Good game. And combat. But I do like his deck. Okay, I'm going to have a little break there. I might come back with a few changes to the deck. And I'm back. So, yeah, I've made a few changes to the deck. Obviously, I've cut the only Cult Anvils when I realised they only sacrifice artifacts. I actually decided, yeah, I've gone for 4 Eaten Alive. So that's a sacrifice outlet, and it's a decent removal spell. I've brought in 3 Gurgling Anointers. I decided Bloody Betrayal. I'm going to cut Bloody Betrayal. I can always bring that back in when I need it, but I think I kind of like looping Body Launderer and Gurgling Anointer. This sounds like fun to me. And I do want to see that at some point I want to actually get a Ragefire Hellkite out. So more Body Launderers and Anointers are kind of... They're potentially ways of getting Hellkite out of the graveyard. I thought I'll chuck in Weatherlight Completed. So this has Sacrifice Synergy. We'll see if that does anything. In the 1-drop slot, I thought, let's try out some other things. So I've left in 1 Unlucky Witness. We've got 1 Ecstatic Awakener and a couple of Cult Conscripts. So, yeah, the Conscripts, it's 2 mana to bring them back to the battlefield. If a non-skeleton creature died under your control this turn. So we'll just see if that works out for us. It might. We might be able to do that in our opponent's turn. It might be expensive to sacrifice something and try and do this, but well, I think it's worth a try. I've had a look at there are various things. There's the Persistent Specimen, of course. In fact, if you look at the 1-drop creatures here, to the battlefield. Right, yeah, Clay Revenant. This one isn't so good because it's 3 mana and it just comes back to your hand, but it is a 1/2. Persistent Specimen comes back to the battlefield, but it's a 1/1. So Cult Conscript gets to be a 2/1, and maybe you can bring him back to the battlefield for 2 mana. So maybe it ought to be the best one. I feel like. Yeah, so we're going to try those out and see how we go on. I don't think we've seen the Hellkite yet, so I will carry on until we can actually get the Hellkite out at some point. That's kind of the point of the deck, I think. But I think it's definitely one for standard play. We could dabble in ranked, I suppose. See if the deck surprises us. Okay, a couple of tap lands. I'm going first here. We'll keep it. Okay, we have an untapped land. We could play a Mayhem Patrol. We could get... Yeah, we could be ambitious. We can go for Weatherlight completed here. Right, I'm thinking blitz out Mayhem Patrol, sacrifice it to Eaten Alive and take out the chick. Might slow down the red deck a bit. If he wants to blow it up, that's fine. Yeah, he's going to blow it up. Land on top, no, we don't need that. And we'll play a Cult Conscript. Okay, red-blue, interesting. Okay, I just want to see some more cards, so I'm going to Ancestral Anger this guy, even though he's probably going to die. Yeah, you can kill it in response, and then I don't get the card, but... It's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. Okay. I guess I will pay for that. I still get my card. Three Eaten Alives. Do I... Well, next turn I can actually just cast that at full cost. So I think it would be silly to sacrifice this conscript. It's because he doesn't have much prospect of getting back from the graveyard at the moment. Okay, protect the Phoenix chick. Lightning strike on me personally. Fair enough. There's the Terror. Okay. So, yeah, we could take out the Terror next turn, but we'll do it now. We'll sacrifice a creature. Oh, Mayhem Patrol, that's a good draw. Sure up. Just going for the face damage, huh? Oh, right, no, because he's got Battle Wing Mystic. That makes sense. I get it. Gets to rebuild his hand. So we're definitely blitzing out a Mayhem Patrol. Okay, Eaten Alive, I guess on the 2-1. Seems reasonable. Get rid of the land. Let's play the Cult Conscript and Novice Occultist. Suppose he might draw into more Tolarian Terrors, and in which case I'd probably feel quite silly using that on a 2-1 flyer. Okay, well this is a cantrip. Let's put it on Novice Occultist. And then if he blows it up in response, I'm still getting a card. Okay, Sokenzan, that's more damage. Let's do that. Lightning strike on me, this is ominous. Okay, with fire on me, he has one card left. If it's a lightning strike, I'm dead. Let's get ready on the good game. Balmor. Play with fire would do it now. We might have lightning strike in hand. Well, okay, we've got Reckless Stormseeker, so that's pretty good. Now, Balmor only has 1 power. I think let's get the Cult Conscript up to 3 power. Oh, we could have given him haste and attacked. I don't know why I was thinking that was important, but never mind. We may have... did we miss lethal here? Yeah, maybe we did. Well, just a little brain fart there, I think. So... it would have been... 5 damage through. Okay, Body Launderer is cool. Oh, we have a Weatherlight completed. That can block a flyer. Well, that's rather nice. And it's whenever a creature dies, it doesn't have to be sacrificed as well. Okay, that's bounced. What does he have? Shore up, and that does lots of damage. Okay, good game. Never mind. Well, we might have missed lethal there. I think he was on 6 though, wasn't he? So he could have, but then he'd have had to chomp block the 3/3. Never mind. Overthinking that a bit, and then missing the most important thing, which is I wanted to give my creature haste. Okay, this is interesting. I think we can give this a go. We have a 2-drop to play. There is a Hellkite. It's out of that. The Body Launderer. Oh, is he replaying counter spells as well? Ooh, Great Tanuki. Cool. Okay. So it's a sort of Sultai ramp deck. I'm liking this already. Invoke Despair. I'm not liking that so much. Well, we get a Gurgling Anointer back, which is nice. If we put Transmogrant's Crown on there, it gets 3 power. Then if we draw a card, it gets to 4 power, and it can bring the Body Launderer back. Okay, I think we have to do this. This will draw us an extra card, as well as do a bit of extra damage. Ooh, that's an Ob Nixilis. I think we're going to play a Cult Conscript here. We'll hold Ancestral Anger for next turn. There we go. And we can sack that to Ob Nixilis and bring back a Body Launderer, in theory, because it's got 4 power and it cares its power equal to the mana value. Oh, he's got this one. This is a nice card. Oh, wow, that's a serious ramp card. I'm guessing we're going to see some I think it's Shigeki who brings cards back, brings back Invoke Despair. Right, let me figure. So I think we're going to get a Body Launderer back when we sacrifice this. I think. Let's attack. Let's play an Ob Nixilis with casualty. Submit. Don't think the order matters too much. Bring back a Body Launderer. draw a card, and it's a land. Very happy to see that land. Bring back a Cult Conscript because something got sacrificed. You can make the devil. And you can do that.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
I get a couple of life points back, which is nice. Yeah, we can take that out. Something dies. This guy gets to connive, which is cool. I think we can probably drop an anointer. What do we want to drop? Okay, that's getting killed. Fair enough. But he's getting the anointer back when he dies. Right, discard a card. Okay. Well, we drew the Hellkite, but yeah, we didn't quite get to play it. But that is quite fun. The Body Launderer, Gurgling Anointer loop. I discovered it yesterday. I was playing around with the Tyrannical Pit Lord. And of course, you end up having to sacrifice a creature when the Pit Lord dies. So I was looking for good sacrifice outlets. I think it's going a bit too far to try and play Pit Lord and Ragefire Hellkite in the same deck. It's a few too many 6-drops. Right, yep, that seems alright. It's mono red. So here's the question. Do you hold on to this land to cycle it later? Is the question. We do need 6 land for a Hellkite. And it's a good time to play a tap land on turn 1, so I'm going to play the tap land. I might regret it later, but it's something worth considering. The problem with Novice Occultist is a 1/2 for 2 mana. It can't even stop can't even trade with an etching of Kumano, which is a shame. Feels like a bit of a luxury card to have in the deck. That's the Storm Seeker, and it's a 3/4. Oh look, he did the same thing I did. He didn't give it haste. Easily done. I could Storm Seeker, I could Anointer. Storm Seeker's just going to be a 2/3 blocker because I'm not going to attack. Anointer's a 1/3 blocker for flyers. So at least that can stop a Phoenix chick. There's the Raichu, yeah. It's your standard mono red rollout. Yeah, so he's actually saved his Phoenix chick. He's pumped it to 2 power. So we can double block and kill an etching. That's That's the the best block we've got, and take 8 damage. Sure. Love being on the draw against red when I'm playing jank. It always leads to this kind of situation. We could blitz out a Mayhem Patrol, and then that would become a 2/4 creature at end of turn. Sokenzan would give us 2/1/1 blockers. Does this have trample? No. Yeah, let's... I think that might... we'll see if that can keep us alive for another turn. Oh, the issue is this thing's growing something every turn, so... Alright. And that's too much, unfortunately. Yeah, and the 2 direct damage as well into the bargain. I'm going to just think for a second about the other options I've got in a 2-drop slot that might be a bit more competitive than Novice Occultist. You see, Mayhem Patrol is also basically a 1/2 blocker. We're very bad on the defense here, it seems like. I think if I... Yeah, there's absolutely no chance I can... I don't think we should even worry about trying to beat mono red when on the draw. I think it's just yeah, we just lose. Yeah, don't worry about it. That's just a losing matchup. Forget about it, I think. Especially when the rollout is sort of 1, 2, 3, 4. I suppose what you do see a lot of is Brotherhood's End. 3 damage to everything. Can beat mono red on turn 3 especially. But I don't have that card yet. Another thing, of course, is Fable of the Mirror Breaker I could play. Because it ultimately gives you 2 bodies, so it's, you know, it's something you can sacrifice. It gives you treasure, so it helps you get the Hellkite out. I've chosen to go hard mode, I think, with this deck a little bit. Okay, I think I will attack with... He might have a blocker, of course, if he's blue, but let's go in for 1 damage. And I'll play a body dropper here, I think. Okay, he's going for the flow of knowledge thingy. Right, do you think he's got negate? Okay, let's try an Ob Nixilis here. It does mean it's two things to counterspell as well, I think. So they can negate one of them. Right. I see. We drew a land, which is nice. Oh, he's a devil as well. So, yeah, there's some synergy here with Body Dropper.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything. How dare you destroy what
Sure.
I built?
Good ancestral anger. Let's play a Gurgling Anointer. Let me guess, Essence Scatter. How reasonable. Hey, we drew a land, that's pretty good. Yeah, so 12 damage in the air. Okay, we could actually Unlucky Witness and sacrifice it. Because we want to get a removal card. Okay, we found a removal card. We want to sacrifice Novice Occultist if possible. Well, you know, then at least we tried. I could have just conceded, but yeah, he's got Spell Pierce. Okay, good game. Well, we're getting mono red and mono blue in the play queue. I think it's time to try ranked. Maybe we'll get some easier decks. Okay, 2 mana. We're going to get to draw an extra card. I think we can just about keep this. Okay, yeah. Good. Play that tap land. So now we're on the draw against mono black. He's got Cult Conscripts as well. So let's hold Eaten Alive for the Sheoldred next turn, which is pretty inevitable. We could go aggressive. We could attack for 5 damage if we want. The Stormseeker. Or we could play Gurgling Anointer. That can sort of deal with a Cult Conscript. So this will probably get killed, I would guess. I think I will swing in actually, because I'm not going to block his Cult Conscript. I want to sacrifice this. And he has a cut down anyway, yeah. There's the Sheoldred, right on cue. Okay. We'd like another land drop, I think. I think we just got to use Ancestral Anger to draw. Oh! Yeah, I forgot about Sheoldred. So yeah, the correct thing to do is to kill Sheoldred first, and then target one of his creatures. Yeah, it's any creature. Right, let's sacrifice a creature. Oh yeah, we're dead anyway. We're dead now. That 2 extra damage pushed me over the limit. Let's concede there. But I don't think I was coming back in that one, to be honest with you. Well, we've seen mono red, mono blue, mono black. I don't mind playing mono black. It's often a good match, actually. If you can kill Sheoldred, you've got a chance. Let's play the Novice Occultist. Set up the classic combo here that you've probably seen in Draft in Midnight Hunt. Or I'll kill my Awakener before I get to do it. Okay, I guess we get to do it. Cool. So now I'm thinking maybe let's bring back Bloody Betrayal. I think that's going to give us a bit more of a chance in against the meta decks. It's going to be very satisfying to Bloody Betrayal a Sheoldred and sacrifice it. might want to just cut down to 1 Novice Occultist. Okay, that's going away. Well, we can do 2 things this turn. I think Novice Occultist is not the greatest blocker in the world. I just want to draw 2 more cards, so I'm going to blitz out both my Mayhem Patrols. Because we can't really tangle with a life linker too well. We need to draw something that's going to help us. Oh, cool. So he's going for the enchantment deck with fight rigging. I tried this myself. I decided it's maybe not worth doing because it's like a win more card. Cool. Okay, we hit something interesting. We got the Gurgling Anointer. If it dies... Okay, well, obviously it's going to get exiled. So there's not really much chance of it staying on the battlefield, but we'll play it anyway, I think. Yep. Sure. 9 damage. 10 damage. Oh, okay, that takes away my last blocker. Fair enough. You managed to draw 3 removal spells. Well, we have a Ragefire Hellkite who's going to die. I think Unlucky Witness is a good blocker. I'm going to play Sulphurous Springs. And I'm going to play a Sokenzan to try and stay alive for another turn. Because that is instant speed, of course, so that should get around his sorcery speed removal. Okay, that's the borrowed time to get rid of the last blocker. Yeah. Okay, one of them can block that. We could let this guy through, and then we'll still have another blocker for next turn. Assuming maybe he's run out of stuff. We actually get to cast a Hellkite. It's a shame it doesn't have anything helpful like haste, but there you go. See if he's out of removal. He's had 4 so far. They do love their removal, these decks, I've noticed. Okay, let's take out the 2/2 and chump block there. cycle this. Pop that on there. So I can say, at the very least, I managed to cast a Ragefire Hellkite. But maybe that's enough ranked for the moment. We will. I still want a bit slightly more satisfying game, actually involving the Hellkite. I think the more removal we put in the deck, the better the better chances we have of having longer games. With the way it's set up at the moment, we've got lots of combo cards that sort of help the theme of the deck. So we can get some synergy going. Let's see. We're gonna look for Bloody Betrayal. 3 mana sorceries. I'm going to go down to 1 Gurgling Anointer, I think. It's nice to have maybe 1 in the deck for the combination with Body Launderer, but we don't need to rely on it too much. Weatherlight Completed is quite good. It does help you scry, I suppose. But yeah, I know how this card works. I'm not too bothered about running it in the deck. Well, we've seen the Ecstatic Awakener do his thing. I don't think we need him in the deck at all. Then we can go up to Bloody Betrayal. Up to 4 Bloody Betrayals, I mean. There's a question of how do we actually get out the Hellkite? There is. I am thinking we could go for the 3 mana enchantment. Fable of the Mirror Breaker here. Rivet's Ascendancy might be fun in this kind of deck. But it is another combo card. Yeah, very tempting to go Fable here, but in Bloody Betrayal's making a blood token and it's acting as removal in the deck. suppose we're looking for just very cheap sacrifice outlets. Bone Splinters is another one we could go for. Yeah, Braids is another possibility I was thinking about. Maybe we try out Braids. And Balduvian Atrocity. The only thing is, we're trying to get out the Hellkite. This doesn't technically get out the Hellkite from the graveyard. Sanguine Spy is another cheap sacrifice outlet. I wonder if you can trigger Braids before they get their creature back. Let's test that out. Let's test out Sanguine Spy. Do we lose a Gurgling Anointer? Or maybe we'll just go down to one Ob Nixilis. Yeah, we want to try out different things. We know how Ob Nixilis works. Let's just try that out. We'll go back to play queue, I think. Possibly the easiest way to actually get your 6 mana creatures out is with fight rigging. So that's what I've tried the last couple of days, to sort of play these slightly awkward creatures. So we could, well, I don't think we'll do that today, but okay, let's take the pain. Yeah, we could just go red-green fight rigging. Okay, I think I just want to draw more cards. Good, another land. Oh, Sunset Revelry, nice. Yeah. Good plan. Right, Stormseeker, and this time we will make sure it's hasting itself. So this is interesting. We've run into a control deck. We'll also have to see how we go. So it's going to be board sweepers and such. Could Bloody Betrayal the 1/1 token. Seems dumb. Let's do it. Let's Ancestral Anger as well on the token. That's getting bounced, okay. Sure. Okay, it's a yeah, Bant deck with the turtle. Cool. Go for the Occultist. Right, yeah, so he's got ways of digging for land as well. Nice. Yep, Sunset Revelry. One of these needs to get haste. We could use a blood token here. Let's get rid of Bloody Betrayal, which might not be too good. We can hold. I think we can hold on to it. There's no hurry. Let's go ahead and attack with this conscript. But yeah, it looks like we won't see the dragon this game either. Is it a good idea to play a Body Launderer if he's got a sweeper? I can get something back, so I think I can play the Body Launderer. There's the depopulate. Okay, cool. We hit the graveyard, then that took effect. So we can bring back a Stormseeker. That's awesome. Right, let's... we don't need that land. Don't need that land. Don't need that land. Witness, not really. Okay. Let's discard Eaten Alive or Bloody Betrayal. Yeah. Right, I'm thinking bit of Ancestral Anger. We've got the Hellkite, we could kill him this turn with a Sokenzan. Oh, okay, no, this also pumps for 2. So yeah, we've not had much luck actually using the dragon, but it's there in spirit. So they're on the sidelines. Let's give it maybe one more try. We might have to go back to the Hellkite another time with a different deck just to see if we can actually do something actually with the Hellkite. It might go well in an alchemy-based dragon deck, where you can use the haste orb to bring it out with haste. Okay, I'm going first, and I've got 2 lands. It's very iffy indeed. I think this is probably makes sense to mulligan here. Okay, it's 2 land again. We've got an extra 2-drop. Let's keep this one. And put the Launderer back. Soldier deck, okay. Let's play an Occultist. Can trade off with a recruitment officer, I suppose. Yeah, we didn't hit that land. Never mind. Alright, let's Eaten Alive on the Thalia. There's the land. That's excellent news. We want to hit one more land. So we could do a bloody betrayal with Eaten Alive. Okay. He's attacking with all these guys, and I can block one of them. Don't think he's got any special tricks here. Right, we are going to look for a land. We'll use the Ancestral Anger. Yeah, land. That's very nice indeed. And we'll put the crown on the body dropper. But we won't attack. Ooh, I do want to exile that guy. Now we could pump his team with something here. Let's risk it. We'll try and take out another recruitment officer. So Denick is the one we want to exile, right? Let's bloody betrayal Zephyr Sentinel. Do we want to risk attacking with a body dropper? So he could pump the team and attack for 6. I'm going to do it. I'm going to risk attacking. If he can pump the team twice, then I'm dead, but bye-bye, Danik. Well, he's pumping the team once, so that's 6 damage, which is not particularly good for my health. So I'm probably dead. But interestingly, okay, I don't gain life from this at all, but I can make my opponent lose life. Okay, let's play Braids. We could think about if we have an out that costs 2 mana here. Something that would give me life. No, I don't think there's any out in the deck that costs 2 mana. But we can get rid of a blood token, discard, proving ground. Maybe we've got an out that costs 4. Hey, bloody betrayal, you say? We can... Yeah, we can't quite do it, can we? But it's interesting. Yeah. Good game. We can get him down to 4 life. Okay, I think I've got to call it there. We tried. We got a few wins. We did not get a win with the Ragefire Hellkite itself. So we might try again with a different deck at some point. Maybe Alchemy Dragons or a fight rigging deck. Because, yeah, getting out a 6 mana creature is a bit challenging in standard at the moment, I think. And actually having it be decisive in the game. But anyway, that was an interesting experiment. I think we definitely improved the deck over time. We got adding the 4 Eaten Alives as a sacrifice outlet seemed to make sense. It's a pretty good combination with Bloody Betrayal. We're not sure about things like Novice Occultist, but I think it's it feels very bad to play this against things like mono red. I think you just have to accept you're going to lose to mono red probably. But we do have this fun combo of Body Launderer, Gurgling Anointer, and potentially that can get a Hellkite out of the graveyard. So maybe you want to play Fable of the Mirror Breaker to discard your Hellkite, and it can be a kind of reanimator deck with Body Launderer. because you get the reasoning was Body Launderer could get Transmogrant's crown to get up to 5 power, and then when he dies, he can get a Hellkite out of the graveyard, which seems reasonable. But yeah, we gave this a shot today, and it was definitely interesting. But we're not done with the Ragefire Hellkite yet. Anyway, I think that is a video. Thanks for watching.